What is up, guys? My name is Transform Boy. Today in this video, I will not be going to Netflix. I will be watching the top 15 of my favorite show, Ghost Adventures. I'm all about Ghost Adventures. Oh, are you kidding me? Cut. Alright, we're back. It's from Chills again. This is from the Chills thing. Chills is kind of my favorite YouTuber. I like go-to-mods. Let's do this.
15. Nick's possession.
What's wrong with you, Nick? What the f*** is wrong with him?
I don't know, but I got 1 minute of tape left.
Nick, what's wrong with you, dude? Snap out of it, dude.
It should come as no surprise to viewers that ghost hunting has its fair share of danger. Moon River Brewing Company is a pub located in Savannah, Georgia. Before its opening in 1999, it operated as the City Hotel and later a coal and lumber warehouse. Workers and guests at the pub have reported being attacked by unseen forces, with countless more instances of sightings and strange sounds being reported. It is believed these spirits are people who've lost their lives during the American Civil War and the various great fires Savannah has suffered. Activity during the investigation began from the get-go, as during the setup, the crew heard a loud banging noise from right above them. It was so loud, the three believed someone else was in the building, before realizing no one else was in the building. Near the end of the investigation, Zach and Aaron noticed Nick was acting strange, and he wouldn't respond to their questions. Nick stood leaning against the pool table, staring at Zach and Aaron.
He's right behind you, dude. Turn around, bro. They're right behind you.
Eventually, Nick came to and stated he believed he blacked out without any recollection of the past couple minutes. This marked the first time any of the crew had experienced some sort of possession on camera and was voted as one of the scariest moments in the show's history. Number 14. Island of the Dolls.
Whoa, what was that?
Get up.
Before Annabelle appeared on the big screen, people have considered dolls creepy. Enter the Island of Dolls near Mexico City. The island's original owner, Don Julian Santana Barrera, found a young girl who had passed and washed up on the shore of his home. Grief-stricken, he hung the doll found with her nearby on a tree out of respect for the child. He then began to hear strange footsteps at night and whispering. For the next 50 years, Barrera hung hundreds of dolls all over his island until his own passing in 2001. From the moment the Ghost Adventures crew reached the island, things took an eerie undertone. Before Zach, Aaron, and Jay stepped off the boat, they could hear footsteps and were hesitant to exit the boat onto the island. Eventually, getting up the nerve, the two walked around without night vision to explore while they waited for Billy and the equipment to arrive. As they were walking around, they suddenly noticed a fire had mysteriously started in the fire pit.
How did that fire start? I don't know.
Dude, how did that fire start, dude?
Right there.
The trio had just stepped by there and the fire was not lit. Clearly, some strange forces were at work on the island, and the investigation had barely started. Later in the night, Zach and Aaron were preparing to take out Harold, the haunted doll, whom they had brought along with them from the US, when things went haywire. Zach and Aaron became startled by a hissing cat, and then a doll randomly started laughing from inside the hut.
Come here!
Oh my god.
They started to test and see if any of the dolls were triggered by movement, but as they hit the dolls, none of them made any noises. As they inched back into the shack, they heard a woman singing and several dogs start to howl throughout the area. In the midst of checking the dolls, a strange, nearby, inhuman scream is heard, causing them to retreat once again. Zach later explained it was as if whatever spirits were around were attempting to prevent them from investigating any further. By far one of the best episodes of the series, the Island of the Dolls will continue to be infamous in folklore. Number 13, Bobby Mackey's Music World.
We need to get this on camera, man. Aaron, do you got that?
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Do you have that on your...
A venue meant to produce entertainment. It is surprising to know this is considered one of the most haunted locations in the United States. Bobby Mackey's Music World is a country western venue in Wilder, Kentucky, with a notorious reputation. The building has been used for a variety of reasons, initially being a slaughterhouse. According to folklore, local resident Pearl Bryan had her life taken by her boyfriend and an associate in what is claimed to be a satanic ritual. However, public records have shown no proof the events took place on the premises. Later, a dancer named Johanna is said to have taken her own life in the venue after her father took the life of her lover. For 3 full lockdowns, including the very first one of the series, the crew investigated Bobby Mackey's, and all 3 times they have had a truly disturbing experience. During the first lockdown, Zach began to feel burning on his back, and when Nick and Aaron checked on him,
there's gonna be lots of parts on this. Because it is so long, I'm gonna be doing three at a time, like 30, 40, 50, 60. And how many are there, like, top 15 scariest? So yeah, I'm gonna do 3. The last one will probably I'll do 4. Ouch, that hurt, ouch, ouch, ouch. So yeah, hope y'all guys have a great time after watching this. See y'all in another video. Bye.